Hello, Theist3D.
If you're going to make a movie addressing me, you could at least get my screen name right. It is This Is 3D, not Theist 3D. Big difference.
Oh, you're gonna destroy my bitch ass?
That pretty much sums it up, yes.
Really? Yeah, I saw your little fucking stupid fucking video that you made. I don't know where the fuck you're getting your fucking information at, but they've already found a dinosaur bone that's 4,000 years old because of the DNA and the RNA that's still in it, you know, the tissue that's still there, in Alaska. And you're like, well, where is it at? They found it! Look it up, you dumb bitch!
I'm going to assume that you got your information from the site Answers in Genesis, but they are full of crap. As for the unfossilized fossils, John H. Whitmore, Ph.D., Associate Professor of Geology, had this to say. It was our hope, because of the remarkable preservation, that these bones might contain some ancient organic molecules. To date, our tests have not been able to confirm the unfossilized hypothesis. 20 of the bone samples were analyzed in Russia for collagen. Only 4 showed positive results. We became suspicious of these results when we were not able to confirm them with tests made by other labs. One report from a reputable laboratory in the United States told us that the samples they tested were extremely degraded. Some of the bones have also been tested for DNA. The results were inconclusive. From our results thus far, the bones should not be referred to as unfossilized. The Bureau of Land Management reports that the Alaskan bones are fossilized, but that their pore spaces have not been filled in with rock, making many of them lightweight. They also report that no DNA has been discovered in the bones. Because of their condition, they might be good candidates for it. Until further testing can prove otherwise, the Alaskan dinosaur bones should be referred to as fossilized. Considering the complete lack of DNA found by Whitmore with the Alaskan bones, I assume that wherever you got your information from kind of put a number of stories together. Because there's a fairly popular one about T-Rex DNA and blood and whatnot, but they didn't find that. They didn't find hemoglobin or red blood cells, but they found possible evidence of degraded fragments and structures that might be altered blood remnants. But even those could have been contamination from geological processes. Also, soft tissues have been found on fossil tens of thousands of years old, and DNA has been recovered from samples more than 300,000 years old. If dinosaur fossils were as young as creationists claim, recovering DNA and non-bone tissues from them should be routine and not even considered breaking news.
And another thing, you said that the Bible's not full. You need the Bible, the one that says if your woman not raping, if the woman's getting raped, she doesn't scream loud enough. Where the fuck did you get that at?
Deuteronomy. But I'm warning you, you don't want an atheist quoting the Bible at you. You will be sorry.
Where? Why don't you prove to everybody where you in the hell you got that at?
Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verses 23 through 24. You may follow along in your own version of the King James Bible. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city, and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones, that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife. So thou shalt put away evil from among you.
Another thing, I know you're a little ignorant and a little stupid, but let me explain something to you. When God created the heavens and the earth, and when He created the moon, and He said the moon was the smaller light to the sun, the large light at night. It never said that the moon produced light.
It may not say specifically the moon produces light, but it kind of implies something of that nature. Genesis chapter 1, verse 16. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. So how exactly do you interpret that?
It never says that. You obviously have not read the Bible.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
It's obvious you have not read the Bible.
Isaiah chapter 60, part of verse 19. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee.
If you're going to come on here and make a video, at least read the fucking Bible first. If you're going to go by quotes in the Bible. Please. Okay, hippie? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Ezekiel chapter 32, verse 7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven, and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light.
You need to read the Bible. It's obvious. Okay? You can't... It never says the moon produces light. Where in the hell does it say that at? Are you really that gullible? Are you really that stupid to actually, be able to understand something? Maybe, just because it says light doesn't mean that it's producing light. Doesn't mean that's what they were saying.
St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
Are you really that stupid?
St. Mark chapter 13, verse 24. But in those days after that tribulation the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light.
Huh? Are you?
That is a compact fluorescent light bulb. It gives light. Now please explain, what do you think the people in the Bible were saying about the moon?
You are a fool. And how about this? Why don't you tell me this?
You know, it's fun to quote the Bible, but according to Jesus, you should be a lot more careful with that F word. But I say unto you, that whoever so is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whoever shall say unto his brother, Raca, shall be in danger of the council. But whoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. I don't believe in it, but I bet you do.
Since you're so fucking smart. Since you're such a fucking genius. How about this? How about you tell me, the smallest organism on this planet has something around 468 genes in it. Why don't you tell me how in the hell it got that? If evolution was right, it would have started out at 1 gene, not 468 genes. Why don't you tell everybody that, since you're so fucking smart?
First, I don't know why you're being so hostile towards intelligence. You seem to hate science, hate any sort of free thinking outside of dogma. It's really unhealthy. You should get that looked into. But the point you make stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of how biology works. More isn't always better. There's a genetic disorder called trisomy 21, Down syndrome, where the person is mentally handicapped, and it's all due to an extra chromosome on the 21st chromosomal pair. And bacteria have been around much longer than we have. They've had a lot more time to accumulate extra DNA mutations causing duplications, conjugation, receiving new genes. But one gene isn't going to code for enough to keep an entire organism alive, even something as simple as a bacteria. Which modern bacteria are not representative of what the first bacteria were most likely like.